And Fenny, Kevin and Fenny, are you with us?
I'm here. Fenny's not here at the moment, but I'm here. Yes. Hold on. Let me just get rid of this thing, and I think I can. Oh, here we are.
Wonderful.
Hi. Yeah, Fenny's out at the moment, but she's on her way back. But she's probably going to be pretty late for this anyway.
Well, we'll come back to her.
And I joined a bit late as well. So.
Well, how would you like to share about your testimony of being involved with K.I.C.C.?
Well, yeah, I've been in Bali now since 2009. And I was 2010, sorry. I was a fairly new Christian then. In fact, 2009 is when I became a Christian in Jakarta. And I had a wedding. There was a wedding. A friend of mine got married over here, and in 2000, it was 2009 as well. While I was in Jakarta, at the end of 2009. Oh no, I can't remember now. It was maybe in 2008. Anyway, and I came to Bali, and I thought, oh dear, I've got to come to Bali. This is the great place. I'd never really heard of it, really. And so, that was way before, even before I was a Christian. And so I had that in the back of my mind. And then I became a Christian in Jakarta in 2009. And not long after that, after all I could do was talk about Jesus to everybody, and my friends got really annoyed with me because they were not Christians, and I just couldn't help speaking about Jesus Christ, probably all in the wrong way, of course, but they still invited me out just as the kind of I don't know, they just felt that when I got to talk to some of them, especially a very good friend of mine I never knew, he went on about his youthhood as a choir boy and how he grew up through Christianity, his parents, but he left it, and so he was inquisitive. So hopefully there's been some seeds planted in his life. I don't know, but anyway, at the end of the day, God told me to get out of Jakarta. Basically, he said, there's too many temptations, too many conversations I didn't really want with those old friends of mine, and I had to leave them, really. And I took about a year to get here, from 2009 to 2010. I arrived in 2010, I think it was, and I was looking for a church, and I think I came to K.I.C.C. one time, sneaked in, sneaked out, and then I went to Sanur. Is it Gateway? Jane would know. I think Gateway. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes, Gateway.
Yeah, Gateway. Yeah. So I went there for a while in Gateway because I was at the beginning of my transfer, if you like. I always visited Sanur, so I was going to Gateway, and then I moved here, and I still went to Gateway, and then I decided to go to different churches. So I went to, I think, Don's church. It was in a hotel then, and then a few others, and I came back full circle to K.I.C.C., and that was the time that Bob, Patty and Bob, remember Patty and Bob? Bob gave me a card and said, basically said, call me any time of the day or night. I went, oh, okay, all right. And he was sincere, I could tell that. So, and so I actually stayed at K.I.C.C. and I just love the way that K.I.C.C. ran. Mary S. is really the backbone behind K.I.C.C., I believe. And because all these pastors were coming and going, coming and going, and coming and going, and it's really Mary S. that was holding everything together, really.
That's so sweet.
But the actual presence of God was just so palatable, so you could touch it in the worship singing. It was unlike any other church I'd been to. And so the music team, and it went up and down. There was good times, and there was a couple of bad times as well. But at that time, it really was good. So it's always been a blessing with K.I.C.C. for myself. And of course, I met my wife there at the church as well. So that's even more of a blessing. Yeah, I mean, there's been some issues, of course, like in any church, but I think that, there's nothing can stop God, and K.I.C.C. is stuck. In fact, I was in a couple of churches. I was going to, at the same time, I was going to K.I.C.C. at one time, and also Adrian's church in One Heart, where Christian started in Canggu. And so that was in the afternoon, so it was very near us, and so we started going there as well. And I remember several people in that church always were commenting on how K.I.C.C. didn't have the issue or the problems that other growing churches had, because they had a really strong foundation. And to their credit, K.I.C.C. have come through strong from every situation, every knockback. And I mean, look how many people are here at this now. I know other churches with Bible studies that I can't get anybody to their church on a Zoom or something. So it's the strength of K.I.C.C. I think God is with K.I.C.C. for sure. Not saying he's not with the other churches as well, but I just feel that I'm more than anywhere else that I've been in Bali, even though it's a bit of a drive for me right now. If we went back, from Dalum, it's quite a drive. But yeah, so that Pastor David, I think, was there when I'm not sure of the first pastor, I can't remember. But Pastor David, I was baptized twice, actually. The second time was when I was married, and that was when the 16 baptized, 16 together in the swimming pool of, that was Pastor, who helped me out, someone, Pastor, the Australian married couple.
John Harwin.
John, yeah. John Harwin,
John
yeah.
Harwin.
Yeah, that's right. So, and we had our pre-marital counseling with Pastor Don on Skype. I was in UK, Pastor Don was in Canada, and Benny was in Makassar, or yeah, it was in Bali. Benny's just got back in Jakarta. So it's been great. I love K.I.C.C. and I can't leave it. It pulls me back all the time. And even though I've actually swayed away, I was in England for 2 years or 1 year straight, and came back and yeah, with K.I.C.C. So yeah, it's been a great blessing. And of course, the pastors, all the different pastors have such great characters and such differences that all have something absolutely amazing to share. Pastor Marcus before you, Pastor Tim, and was tremendous, and of course yourself. I mean, these are the best, some of the best Bible studies I've ever attended. So it's great learning from so many different people. I think that's one of the strengths of K.I.C.C, the variety that we've had. I mean, there's a strength in continuation. What's the word? And continuity, maybe with one pastor, but then you may lose other angles. I just think K.I.C.C has been a great learning curve for me. It suited me down to the ground, yeah, for sure. So being very blessed with that. And I thank exciting. Yeah, I know everybody here except there's a couple of people I don't know, but it's been a great journey for me.
Well, we're glad that God saved you and glad that God brought you to Bali and to Feni and to our church.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
God
I'd
bless.
just like to add that Jane and I were there when Kevin came as well. So we
Oh
got
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
I remember. I remember. Yeah.
Well, this is so helpful for me.
Mary and Donna.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so helpful for me because I've sort of been helicoptered in and I wasn't there for long. And then the coronavirus took me to Taiwan. And now I'm trying to get to know y'all and connect through the internet. But it's wonderful for me to hear about the history, the relationships, the ministry. It's really, really helpful tonight. And I'm being blessed by everybody's testimony. And we're going to get to everybody. So please.